Yo, what up, Twitch? We chillin'. We don't own rights to this music. Nope, we chillin'. I don't know if that works on Twitch though. We might get kicked out. No more ESPOT. We just broke, tired and green, mean, because we pissed. Let's smoke some weed.
Disregard the first 10 seconds of this show.
What up, what up, what up? Frankie G from the Kanna Krew here with Dom in the studio. We got the Kanna Kid on the phone. What up, what up, what up? We chillin'. We chillin'. Hey, we're gonna do some cool stuff today. We got some, I got some notes popping off, some shit we talked about yesterday to address. I say we start off with the shits though.
You got the shit. Oh, that's terrible. You should see a doctor about that. Is that asymptomatic?
Are you asymptomatic, you bastard?
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Alright, no, yeah, I'm trying to see if I can't zoom in. I got the computer across the room. I'm gonna try to zoom in on my. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. I feel like an old person. 185%.
Is that you?
Mordecai. I need a Maury Amsterdam.
The lamb and the lettuce is nice and crispy.
That mutton, you know what I mean? A mutton and lettuce tomato
That's
sandwich.
not a Maury Amsterdam.
This is a Maury
With
Amsterdam.
the tomato thinly sliced.
That's right. Gilbert, you should hit us with a story post or something about our little, about what we're doing.
Right now?
Yeah, like we're doing ESPOT, link in the bio. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kanna Games. Come through.
Yeah, man, I was playing a different video game and I'm not done with this mission yet, so I'm
What's that?
completely unprepared.
Oh, there are commercials on the stream. Those fuckers.
WTF.
WTF for real though.
We don't get any of that sponsorship money.
Yeah, we do.
We do? Oh,
Yeah, we get like a couple
Never mind,
pennies.
guys.
I think we get like 2 cents or something.
Eh,
We've got 2 subs, and we've run commercials for 2 weeks now, and we've grossed $5.36.
what?
Big dollars.
I'm almost thinking we should take all the money we get from Twitch and put it into the cash prize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
That'd
Alright.
be dope.
yeah.
Cash prize Kanna Games 2 today, starting at $5.36.
There you go.
All the profits that we make from our Twitch stream goes to the cash prizes and the main KGL tournament.
Right. I don't know. I'm almost wondering, should we break the rules? Should I set my fan up right here? What's that?
Oh, I was like, in my Xbox freeze cutscene. Oh, god damn it. Bad cutscene.
That's feedback from it's picking up the audio from your phone into the loop on the. You gotta mute your shit.
With me?
No, Dom.
Oh.
All right, we good. We just chilling. All right, so
I look so concerned.
what happened? We done broke the thing.
Broke Twitch.
Look at this though. Yo, Twitch, should we do it? Look at this.
Yeah, that's ill.
Gilbert, are you watching us on Twitch? Can you see what's happening or no?
No, I'm gonna switch to Twitch right now. Sorry, I was cheating. I was telling you, I was trying to wrap up this mission.
Oh, jeez. Gilbert's over here playing Star Trek online.
Oh,
Thank you.
FYI, if anyone needs a fucking homie on Star Trek, Kanna Kid's there.
There's the varying levels. Most of them are
Yo, what up, Kai? Mofo Chronic in the house.
what up, G?
Loki on the, he was on the Taxman.
You was?
Yeah, we were
Where
balling,
you
yo.
at? I don't see you. Where's the stream at?
Click the, it's the Kanna Krew TV, yo.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Man, the drive pull on this is just fantastic. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to set up the fan, but I feel like if I pop that cherry, that's a
Ah,
wrap.
what the fuck?
We
Nobody
pop
wants
that
to
cherry,
see
but
this
then
shit.
Sunday's a day where most
I have to
people
watch
don't
a
have anything
goddamn
to do.
Scrabble
So she might come by.
commercial
Yeah.
before I can watch the goddamn stream. I'm guest starring again.
You gotta watch a Scrabble commercial before you can watch.
For real.
I know, Kai. That shit was dope. The one of the best tournaments we've had so far.
It was dope.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
man.
bet on
The
the
first
day.
one was really dope.
Yeah.
Like there was hiccups, but
Like
it
the
was dope.
first, the Kanna games one.
Kenny Games one's really dope.
Yeah.
But I think yesterday was probably the smoothest.
The smoothest.
Smoothest, yeah.
Twitch. How is Dom's audio? Because he's on a different mic.
I'm
Mine-
hearing good, but I'm on a phone call with you. So.
Right.
I don't think my audio's relevant.
All right. Well, if you can't hear one of us, just let us know. This mic will probably pick you up as well, but that one,
For sure.
yeah.
A
So
little bit better.
sounds good. Everyone sounds good. All right.
Cool.
So let's get into it then. That's kind of what the first thing we were talking about is the new league settings. Good, bad. What was good? What was bad? I thought.
I like it, you know. I like the fact that people actually had a designated time period that they had locked down, you know. It wasn't just kind of like sitting around and guessing when you were going on and why you were going on type deal.
Right. There was a lot less uncertainty as to times, and then when people asked, we could give them direct answers.
Mhm.
You know, which is pretty important, I think.
Fair, yeah.
I think that's pretty important.
I liked it a lot.
Because when people ask, we would be able to respond to them.
Right, exactly. Will you hand me that torch that's behind you? You may as well grab that pen shit too. So we can get that hot.
You don't mind reader, Frankie?
What, you need a torch? So, yeah, so I think the new league shit was dope, and I think everyone liked it. It seems like it,
Playing
you know.
different modes.
The different game modes was dope, I thought.
Okay,
Yeah, it definitely switched it up, made it a lot more challenging, and then just instead of everybody practicing for one game type.
Well, the tournaments are gonna be
Right, well,
like that.
so like E-Money came on, and yo, it was pretty apparent that they're really good at search and destroy. Right?
Yeah.
So like in a search and destroy tournament, I mean they got second place, so I mean that's you don't do a whole much better than that.
Right. Right.
But definitely more rounded teams tend to do better because of that. Kept it interesting on the
Right, yeah, definitely kept it in a string fit, Vega.
Yeah. Neither of us can actually say interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't think there was really any negatives to it. I mean, everyone got to fucking. No one had to sit around unless they wanted to. You know. I don't know. I thought that was pretty dope. There was one thing that you said.
I would like a little bit more in between highlights kind of deal, just to keep the like audience going, you know.
What do you mean, like pulling up highlights from the?
Or,
From
you
the
know,
game that was just played?
Interviewing the players, maybe like pulling on a player on
Sure.
the IG live stream, you know.
Well, one thing.
Just because it seemed because we used your one facial thing on IG stream, you know, just to at least keep the audience going and aware of what's going on.
Like on Instagram at least.
Right.
Or anywhere really. But so yeah, no, I feel that. One thing that Dom had brought up was, well, actually, we'll get to that here in a second. But this is more related. The downtime between matches is what you're kind of talking about, right, Gilbert?
Right.
Like
Like
utilizing it.
everybody, all the players have their designated time slot activity going down, but it's like kind of the viewers and the audience that we kind of left hanging this time, if you will.
Yeah. So I'm gonna write that down. More interviews and stuff.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
And the downtime was cool though. You know, it kind of gave me a little break, to be honest.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess I'm not thinking about you. Whatever, fuck you, Frankie.
Well, like hour 7,
No.
when you get into hour 7 of commentating and smoking all day,
Right.
you lose a little steam.
Right.
but it's good though. So, but the time, like the downtime in between, it's not necessary. I guess. I mean, it's necessary for the schedule. But I guess if, like we were talking, if people were there, you know, then why not pop it off like 15 minutes early or whatever?
Right.
If people are there, I mean, unless people are showing up to watch, then that's a different thing. Because then that doesn't matter about the teams, right? Like, because it's the fans are the ones that.
Like.
Yeah. But what I mean, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll kind of figure out. We'll kind of work with that.
The thing though that you had brought up that we were coming back to though was the maps. So. Because what we were doing is that each team picks a map and then the chat picks a map. We were having a little trouble getting the chat to pick maps, but that's nothing. Like that's the easy whatever. Well, not even fix. I think that'll.
In a week. Maybe.
Well, no, I don't even think we have to change it. I think that'll. Like maybe we do something where there's like.
People start becoming aware of what's actually.
Exactly, and I think every week that'll get better and like.
I like
because all it takes is one of us to be in the chat. And to suggest a map if no one's suggesting a map.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you just go in there and put my personal opinion in.
Right.
What do I want to see?
Well, so the first one they did pick, and they picked Rust on purpose to fuck with you guys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
To send us back to where we were on Harper. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I'll see what's happening out there. All right. Well, you want to know what? I have a challenge, anyways. There's a challenge going on.
I challenge you.
I'm gonna challenge somebody today. I've been thinking about this for a while.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
so Boogaloo Krew.
Boogaloo Krew's challenging somebody today.
Yes.
Since y'all got jokes.
Dope. All right, so exhibition matches potentially coming soon. Where's the wax?
Right here.
Oh.
And there's the thing.
So your concern, you had said, Dom, was that a team picks a map, another team picks a map, and then you play best 2 out of 3, but the map selection's random, so you don't even. There was a couple times where the team picked a map, but we never played that map.
Right.
Because they lost or won in that amount of time.
Right.
So the solution is potentially that those first 2 games are 100% the team picked maps, and only that third game is the chat picked map.
If it goes to overtime.
Right. And I think that's pretty reasonable, right? Because we can still do it's still random game mode per map. You don't know what game mode you're picking the map for.
And I didn't even think about it, but now, with you saying it was hard to get one, we would potentially
not even need it.
Yeah. So then that works on a couple fronts.
Right. And we could not even have to pick that map before the game started. Like that map could be picked after the first 2 games almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like after the chat watches them play.
Watch it right then.
Oh, they like small maps. We're playing Superstore. Oh, they all picked Shoot House? Yeah, you're fucked. I did one thing that happened that we didn't really anticipate, but it's not really an issue. I just wasn't thinking about it. Is the 2 teams picking the same map, and then I just put the same map in there twice.
Oh, okay.
Right. They picked it.
If you guys are, if that's where you guys. If you guys are the New York Giants and the New York Jets, and you play you're away team, you're a home game, like
there
you're
it
in
is.
the same spot.
Exactly.
So there you go. We don't own the rights to the names of those teams.
We don't own the rights to none of that shit.
We didn't get the permission to talk about those guys or whatever the fuck we gotta do.
Oh shit. Alright.
Is it that serious?
I don't know. People trip on music. Yo, when Napster was a thing, homie, the dudes from Metallica, the drummer Lars, that dude walked into court and submitted evidence that was random people downloading their music illegally from Napster to say that these people are stealing from us and they should be punished.
Right.
Random people. Imagine who. I used LimeWire. Like I was like 13.
Yeah.
Downloaded mixtape Cubas, burning fucking.
Yeah.
You know, and
fun.
And motherfucker from Metallica's in court talking about. Fuck him! He's taking my pennies. Like, fuck you, man.
Right.
You fuck you and your fucking censorship bullshit.
And little does he know, he probably should have invested in that.
Yeah.
Shit. He'd be a millionaire, billionaire, man. Who knows what the fuck?
For his birthday, but I could only afford a G5 jet because of all their thievery.
Yeah.
Take away one of my peanuts.
Yeah. Right. I had to sell my third vehicle.
Right.
And then you got like fucking vocal artists that are like, hold on, wait a second. People are downloading my music?
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Love you, man.
There's somebody other than my grandpa listening to this shit.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Alright, let's move on to the next subject. Gameplay settings. Next. Play the 2 team maps first. Oh, we just did that.
Yeah.
All right. So that was kind of it. Other than that.
Next.
Yeah. On the I will say this though. On the gameplay settings, we did manage to do the hardcore CDL settings. What did y'all think about that? You actually didn't play them.
I didn't play them.
I like them.
You liked it?
You know me, I'm a hardcore player though.
Right, but even with like the weapons restrictions, you liked all that stuff?
The weapons restrictions or whatever to me.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I liked it because I didn't like seeing in that first round.
And I also like having the kill streak restrictions.
The kill, like for the VTOL, like no aircrafts and.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Like you gotta shoot people and throw bombs to kill them.
You gotta shoot people and throw bombs, and it can't even be like the fancy bombs like the C4 or the Claymore or the fucking.
It's just throw and
it's
it has
frag
a
grenade or sticky grenade.
And stun grenade, stun smoke.
Stun smoke, flash.
Molotov.
No Molotovs.
No Molotovs.
No Molotovs.
No Molotovs.
No unrealistic stuff.
Well, right.
Because you have to light that.
All kinds of. Oh yeah, maybe there's.
Because that's like, you know what I mean?
And you have to be running around with a glass bottle full of fucking.
You
know, just hold Molotovs in your backpack. Right. You just hold ready to roll Molotovs in your backpack, like.
I pre-limited because oh god.
You're like the fucking milkman of Molotovs. Yeah, a fucking crate, you know.
Running around the battlefield.
Paleta. Yeah. Bomba.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No bueno. Alright, so I liked it. I thought it was dope because in that first round here, I'm actually going to bring something up real quick. Let's see if we can't find. That first round, when y'all did play Rust, Boogaloo Krew, and She Bit the Tip, that was intense.
Yeah, I think we just need to strike Russ and that other one, Shipment or Container.
No, fuck that. No.
What thing?
No.
Oh, nothing?
No. Was it Shipment? I don't know. What was all the story?
I feel it.
Shipment was, hold on, I fucked up. Shipment was picked by the people. E-Money, that was the map they picked. Rust was picked by the chat. I didn't have a problem with Rust. My issue was with what we've addressed, which is the explosives and shit.
Oh, right.
Right? Like they had all the what did they have?
Oh,
Davey in the house. Fucking
What up, Davey?
The motherfucking RPGs and the
It was the
airplanes
bolt actions
and the bolt
with the sniper rifles. You don't even have to aim; you just shoot it. So they
as long as you can hit their spawns.
And they had one-hit kills, and we didn't, and it was just a wrap.
It was over.
It was a wrap.
It was over.
It was a wrap. It was too much. It was too much.
Yeah, Johnny Slappleseed with
Yo,
the goddamn
Johnny
bolt
Slappleseed
action
was
donuts.
Yeah, they were dope. They were balling, man. I've lost to the winner of the tournament. The first round, last 2 tournaments, I think.
The last 2 weeks,
yeah,
you lost to the winner?
The winner, yeah.
Well, no, not. Even more than that, I think you
I
played.
played like the Misfits or somebody the first round.
Nah. You played this week. You played. She Get the Tip. Last week. Oh no, you didn't play. Last week was different.
Who did I play? I played somebody who
'Cause-
lost in the finals.
I went against
Right.
Yeah,
Sacramento's
so I mean, it's
finest. It was
But
a
then
good game.
the Search and Destroy tournament though, you played the Bohican Kush Kings in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got smacked.
Yeah.
And he got
My
smacked.
first tournament, I played against the Grumpy Jill, man.
Right. Yeah, we're just like the initiation squad in here. So.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, all we know is whenever a team beats us, we're like, we're putting our money on them.
These are the guys.
He's right.
If I can get beat, I'm the best. I'm the best at being the best. And if I get beat at being the best, then clearly the bestest.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm trying to line this up. I was gonna show a clip. Whoa, what the fuck is going
Oh,
on?
hey. Oh, forget about it.
Oh, it still thinks I'm trying to do this.
Sorry, those were my vacation pictures.
Heyo. Okay, what were we just talking about?
Area like Amino.
What you didn't like about the first round.
Yeah, well, what I didn't like about the first round was the motherfucking, the explosives and shit. And I think that we addressed that with the new game
Yeah.
settings. And, I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I'm a little confused as to, here, I'm gonna try to find a clip.
What
Oh,
the?
I see what's going on.
Oh, nothing. I feel it.
So, they could probably hear that.
What the?
I'm trying to pull up a clip for everybody about the, so in case you, oh here, let's get out of this. In case you didn't know, I clipped everything. So all the games are available on Twitch right now, and then by the end of the day, they'll be available on YouTube and shit. We might run into an issue putting them on Instagram because Instagram's being weird. IGTV, you're supposed to be allowed to upload up to 60 minutes, but right now it always caps me at 15. So, and all of these games are over 15 seconds or 15 minutes. So,
Oh, yeah, for sure. It'd be a lot of work
What's
to
up?
put them on there, round by round.
yeah, it would just be time, but it can be done.
Well, yeah, it's time, bro.
But
What if you did it a clip of every game mode, and we released each day we released a what's it called each day.
okay, like a match, like they played best 2 out of 3 and released one.
So you
and that's
released
3
the
videos.
first round, yeah, 3 videos, and you release all those.
Yeah, I mean we could do that.
or something like that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Might be.
Yeah, and that'll be on the Kanna.games shit. We'll
Yeah,
put that on
yeah,
the
that's
straight
what I
up
was
on the
thinking,
Kanna Crew.
Canada games. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, actually, this way. Okay, so I'm gonna find this video because I think it's worth the. How do I find my playlists?
You don't.
You don't find the playlist?
I deleted them.
Oh, cool. So let's find. Yo, the one match though, 46. Let's talk about this. Let's get out of whatever we were just talking about. I want to show something. This game right here. This. Let's see. This game, I think by far the best game of the whole shit. All right, you ready for this? Was yo, what up, Twitch? We chillin'. We don't own the rights to this music. Nope. We chillin'. I don't. Why is it? This pulled up the wrong.
So not what?
I like that. That clip was dope.
Was dancing right there?
Yeah, I was like.
Oh, what's going on with the screen?
I'm trying to pull up.
Just give it a second.
this,
Give it a second. Give it a second.
Oh, bad.
Yo, what up, Twitch?
Like,
We chillin'. We don't own the rights to this music.
Why does it keep?
We
Okay,
chillin'.
so
I
maybe
don't
we
know.
can't do this.
That's kind of lame. I was gonna try to pull up videos. What is going on? Yo, my bad, everybody. Alright, so we got that. It's not letting me pull up videos of other shit while we're streaming, I guess.
Oh, Twitch.
Yeah. Like every time I try to open this Kanna Krew shit, it plays what's playing now.
Fuck it.
No, actually, I think I know what's going on.
Man, this thing is crazy.
What is that? Alright, well, I guess, fuck it. I was going to try to pull up clips right now, but I guess I'll have to have them, for next week, I'll have to have them saved on my tablet first and then play them or something. Because it's definitely not working. Like, this is working, but not the... Alright, fuck it. So, I can do this. Let's get into it. Let's do this. Let's do some points, yeah? You see this? This is everyone who's been in the shit. Okay? The top team was She Bit the Tip. So they get 10 points. Alright. The second place team was E Money. They get 8 points. Okay. The oh, here I got it also covered. You should actually be the one that we can see because my head's down. Third place was Sacramento's Finest. They got 6 points. Everyone who won a game gets 4 points. So that is the Taxman, and the 9-inch Males. They had a bye, and the Blasted Blasters had the bye, so they all won. That's what that means. 10 points for the 9-inch Males, 8 points for the Blasters. Taxman, we only won 1 game. The Kanna Cadets did not win a game, right?
Right.
So you get 2 points. The Undertokers didn't win. They get 2 points. The Boogaloo Crew didn't win. They get 2 points. Monday Molly didn't win. 2 points. And that's it, right? Are we missing someone? No? Right? That's it?
That's it.
Grumpy Gentleman didn't play this tournament.
Grumpy Gentleman didn't play. Misfits didn't play.
And
They Belong to the
should be
Streets.
at 4.
And
We
the
had
Smoking
2.
Roaches didn't play.
Yeah, we had 2 already.
Yep. Okay, so now we resort this. Oops, the other way. There you go. These are the rankings. These are the rankings. We got, and remember, the teams are based on the teams are based on the team captains. So these points are going with these captains. These people in this first thing are the wait. Well, that's wrong. The 9-inch Males should have Davey is the captain. So
We'll fix that.
Davey, Ware, Shuck. This is how this works, but these are the rankings. So like Smoking Roaches, see how Shuck has nobody on his team? That's his roster for the week he wasn't playing, so you know.
So he should be at 10. He should be at 10.
Smoking Roaches?
They would have if they played this week.
If they would have played this week, they would at least be tied for first right now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where we're at. This is
That's why
gonna.
it's important playing every week, man.
Yeah, even to get the L.
Even to get the L.
Like we have 3 people or whatever.
Yeah.
For sure. Grumpy Gentlemen might not be around anymore. They might be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't heard from the Misfits in a little while.
The cloud catchers haven't logged in. I thought they.
Clout catcher?
I think they said something this morning in Discord.
No, Clout comes on, but he's the only one. So he was actually going to be on the Taxman. So this is kind of what's happened, because we've got these teams, and these people came in with their teams and set up their teams, and then you've got a team you're building, and the Kanna kid as well. The Kanna kid in my team kind of was created out of the single signups the last couple of times. And the Kanna kid, however, rolled with his same crew for the most part this last time. The Taxman, however, was still like Clout was supposed to be on there. Kai was on there, who was on the Roaches, but they weren't playing, right? And Dig was on the Taxman the first time, and Vega was on the Taxman but couldn't play the last time. So the Taxman's kind of like the free agent thing at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that was important for me to say.
We're not free agent.
Yeah. So the 9-inch males, She Bit the Tit, are tied for first place. The Smoking Roaches, the Blasted Blasters, the Taxman, and E Money are all tied for
Balling, man.
like 3 through 6. And then the Kanna Cadets tied at 7 and 8. And this goes to show you too, the Sacramento's Finest came and played only one time and got 3rd place. The Kanna Cadets have played twice and
We did.
You know what I mean? And they're tied.
One lost
We
one.
did decent points that last tournament.
you got 4 in the first one, yeah.
So you won one bracket or what it was. So, that's why playing every week matters, man.
Playing every
You
week
gotta play
definitely
every
matters.
week. It's as good as a 3rd place with 1 win in 2 weeks than it is
Yeah.
a 3rd place in the tournament in the whole thing. So,
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
consistency, man.
Yep. Yeah, so this is dope. So we've got, and then there's also, I just want to put out there, you know what, I should, because so Clout played in that first tournament, or the first week of league, with the PP squad. Okay? Yeah. Which was a team he just created, okay, on the fly, which
Right.
is part of what prompted our new game league rules.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But they won, so they got 10 points. I did not give those 10 points to anybody. So, like, Smoking Roaches got 2nd place in that tournament. That's why they have 8. Like, they didn't, like, automatically get 1st place because PP Squad isn't
I think,
playing.
right.
And since we're going week to week, I think these points should potentially travel. And what they would do is they'd travel with the captain, right? So they would travel with Clout. So, like, if Clout made a team, he starts with 10. Right or no?
That's tough to
I
track.
don't think it should travel with the captain. It should travel with the
I don't know. What is it? So if he, so if
Well,
like,
then so about the
here's,
Smoking Roaches.
well, no, here, listen to me. So like the Grumpy Gentlemen, right? They won. Like, so if they had, or whoever won the first one, they broke up, right?
PP Squad.
So they broke up.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So like, if he start, also if they start a new team versus like just joining another team, like he couldn't just join.
No, like if he joined the Taxman, we don't get his points.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so
But like
starting a new
his
team,
team though.
like so if he's the captain and all his people quit his team, should he lose his points if they start a new team?
Right.
I'd have to say no on starting.
Sticks
a new
with the
team.
franchise,
New-
right?
Well, the
It's
new
franchise
yeah,
record.
franchise, yeah.
So like it should almost read like this: 10 PP Squad. Clout. Like it should almost be like that, yo.
Let me see.
It didn't update.
It's coming. It's a couple seconds after.
And then I'll even sort it. Did we lose Gilbert? Because he went super quiet.
No, it's still good.
No.
No, I'm still here.
So this
What
is
do you
almost
think-
what
do
it
you
should
think,
look
Gilbert?
like.
What do you think, Gilbert?
What about the losing the points thing?
Yeah, like, because think about it. Like, you're the Kanna Cadets, right? What if you lost all 3 of your people and had to build a new team?
I would have to. Well, I would still technically be the Kanna Cadets. But the thing is, if the Kanna Cadets dissolved, and then I'd have to structure a completely different team, then no, I don't. think the points
I
should
see.
come with
I
me.
see. So,
I also definitely agree with that though.
but how do you
How does
So
it
if I was
differentiate?
How
like,
do you
yeah,
decipher it?
I can't get people to join the Canada Cadets, and I'm just gonna
Because of the
join the Canada
name?
Cadets, but I still want to do it, and I want to be the fucking Atomic Skunks again, then I don't get my points.
So you're saying but
But if I'm
teams
trying
can't
to pick up some
rebrand?
more, if I'm trying to pick up more free agents for the Canada Cadets, I think I should maintain what I got.
Okay, so maybe we do something like this then. Because let's think about it. What makes
how
a
about
team
this?
dissolve as opposed to
how
missing
about
a week?
this? No, how about this? Did he play for somebody this week?
Nope. He was supposed to be on the taxman, but he didn't.
So if he starts a new team, so he won a tournament and then that team dissolves and he can't play on another team and keep his points.
No, definitely.
Right.
Oh, so like if he plays on another team, he forfeits his
Releases
points.
his points, yeah.
Say the Jaguars dissolved, like the coach was like, "Hey, I'm no longer gonna do this team," But then Jacksonville starts the Jacksonville Panthers, gets all the same players from the fucking. I know that's not how that shit works, but like, it's a new team.
Yeah, but so what it is to me though in that situation is that, so like Shucklack, right? He didn't play. He couldn't come. He couldn't get his people. He didn't play. Smoking Roaches sat out.
Right.
He doesn't relinquish his points, right? Because he's going to be here next week.
Right. Why would he relinquish his points?
Okay, but if you look at the thing, he ain't got nobody on his team. It's just Shucklack, right? But we're all in agreement that he keeps his points. So what's the difference between that and Clout at this point?
Well, is he maintaining the same team or is he trying to create a new team?
Well, so he created a team on the fly, but here's the deal though, Gilbert. You submit a roster every week.
Right.
So like Shuck could come in and submit, like you could come in, Gilbert, and submit a roster with you and 3 new people, and that's okay. So why is it different for PP Squad? I'm almost thinking that there's stipulations to it. The one is what Dom said. If you go and play on somebody else's team, but like go join somebody's team, not necessarily, or as a captain. What do you think? Like, is there a distinction? Like, as the captain, you can't play on somebody else's team?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if you start.
Why would you? If you're captaining another team, why would you be able to? It's cheating in the sense that you're creating more odds for yourself to win the prize, and you can't do that. It's unfair.
Well, no, I think we just wouldn't want a bunch of captains to break up their teams, and we're gonna join forces, and now we have 40 points.
Like all-star teams?
Yeah, like we have 40 points.
No, the points don't travel. 100% points don't travel from team to team. But the question is, what's the distinction on someone like Clout in this situation, or Shucklack even, right? That puts them into. It's a new team as opposed to just a new roster for their old team.
Just like we've been saying, they're keeping the team and just submitting new rosters. So
right,
as long as they're submitting new rosters, they maintain their points. But if they're trying to submit a new team with the new roster, I don't think they should maintain points. Because think about it, this is league play. So they've already submitted that they're the team captain of this team.
So that's a responsibility of the team captain is like you can't go be on somebody else's, but you can't go join somebody else's team. But I feel like let's think about this. Hold on, let's think about it this way.
The thing is the people are already established, and then once the league play is over, then you got reestablishment.
So if Shuck can't get a team captain, if Shuck can't get a team together this week,
I mean like that.
What?
I mean like that. So maybe. So like if your team dissolves or whatever, what did you just say, Gilbert? With how it was if you have the 3 weeks to play and then the tournament, like if you rebrand or something, whatever over that's different. But those 3 weeks you're locked in. Either your team plays or it doesn't.
Right, exactly. It's like they've already submitted the things, and then
plays or doesn't.
Like
captain of this team,
but you can't switch. Yeah. So okay, but then so you have.
You can rebrand yourself for the next 3 after the tournament.
And keep your points or no?
Like, let's say for the tournament, like, let's say two people fall off and they join and do a tournament as a new brand or something, and they want to continue as that team for the next league, they shouldn't be penalized for that. You know what I mean?
But they should lose, so they keep their points from.
But if for these 3 weeks, their team quits or whatever, like Shucklack couldn't play, so they lost their points. But if Shucklack was to like try to do a new team right now, he'd start over for the week. The 3 week, he'd start over.
Wait, I don't understand. So if Shucklack plays again, they don't have 8 points?
So if he played for the second week. He didn't play the second week and didn't get the 4 points that would have made him tied for first, right?
Right.
So if he tried to, like, let's say he just got a whole new squad for week 3, he would just get his points and he would keep his points, right?
Yeah, he'd be smoking roaches. He just fills his roster.
Keep his points.
They just maintain status quo.
Right. But if he decided to, with a couple of your dudes, like if one of these other teams broke up and and they all joined forces and wanted to be like a new team, lose points.
There's a method to our madness, mofo, Chronic.
What is he saying? What is he saying, Gilbert?
Because I've been confused how that was gonna work.
Yeah, no, there's no method. That's the thing, is we got to figure this method out. We're trying to figure out the solution to the problem before it comes up. Because the thing is that here's what's happened. So you have 2 teams in similar situations of what happened, but not in similar situations of the circumstances that led to it. Okay? What you have is you have Clout with a team and points, and Shuck with a team with points, and neither of their teams or those people played this week. Okay? The different circumstances are that Shuck registered a team, signed it up, so it's like, hey, I can't be here, has every intention of coming back and playing again and having a team and whoop-de-whoop.
As the Smoking Roaches.
In week 3 and beyond. Okay. Clout's team potentially dropped out of the whole league, the Grumpy Gentlemen's, the day of the thing.
The first week.
And then got a team together and played in the Grumpy Gentlemen's spot as a new team. Okay? And then won the week. All right?
That was last week.
He won
PP Squad.
PP Squad. They won.
Okay.
Okay? But it was just a team he put together. My thought was that if Clout has a team, though, he's the team captain.
Yeah, so if he has a team that wants to join him and be the PP Squad, then he keeps his points. If he does something
But
else,
PP Squad was a random name he just made up.
Well, okay, he's got to ride out with PP Squad to the next week.
Got to ride it out.
Because people are going to be able to sign up for the league the next.
So he can submit a new team.
He can submit a new team and sign up and have a team roster.
But then does he keep his points because he was the captain?
Not when he rebrands.
So it's about the brand?
No, you're right. Wait, yeah, that's what we got to decide. That's what we got to decide right there.
It's about the brand or the person? The captain or the brand?
So no, he should have a chance to rebrand at that point, and then I think he should
keep his points. But he rides it out as
the head dude. Yeah, he has to ride that first 3 weeks out, or whatever. That's it, right? What do you think?
The way I see it is the PP Squad has Clout as the designated team captain, and he's fucking locked in for the next week, so the week playing. So he's Spiro. If he wants to play again, he's got to submit a roster that Clout's not on because he's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Clout were to.
But if Clout were to play on the Grumpy Gentleman, that means that PP Squad would not be able to play, and they're locked down 0 points for that tournament.
What? Wait. No, I don't like that because, is it because he's a captain or because he was on the other team? Because I think that people should be able to trade teams.
I don't think he should be able to captain and play on the teams.
So then that's how we get around it, right? So you just say captains. If a captain is on a submitted roster for another team during a week, their team is toast?
No, that team. Well.
No, that other team has to submit a roster that doesn't have him on it.
But they keep their points. Wait. So when you switch teams, you lose your points.
Right, but here's the thing, though.
You can leave, but you're leaving your points.
So then the other team would have. So there'd have to be a thing where it's.
So there
So
have
if
to
a
be a
captain,
new captain
there
that
has to be a
stepped
new
up.
captain to accept the points and be the captain of
Of
that
that
team.
new franchise. Yeah.
Because what we're talking about is the entity is having it being autonomous and having points.
Right.
But we need to have actual humans. Well, we don't need to
Yeah.
have humans. We can just keep track of it.
But
I mean,
no,
you're playing for this
there
squad.
needs to be communication, and that team needs to have they need to be ready to go. When we're gonna be online? They need to.
Sure. Well, we need a cap. We need them to have a captain.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
that has to happen.
And then keep in mind, people can vote in a replacement captain for any time.
Or they
right
can
now
dissolve and lose their
during
points.
the league,
you know what I mean? You
because,
can
like
dissolve
me,
and lose
for
your points. If you
instance,
can't pick a
I've been
captain
doing
if you
some
guys are
stuff
fighting
and
like
I've been
that.
fairly
Then,
busy,
Sure.
you know.
Well, it sounds like y'all
so-
shouldn't be on a team anyway.
right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. If you
dude.
can't decide a captain, then y'all shouldn't be on a team.
It's right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of teams that'll pick people up, man. Straight up.
For real. Taxman.
Texas. I was saying.
Yeah, but it should
One
be
of my
the
teammates has a
captain
pregnant
and the
wife,
team
so-
responsible for
He
submitting
might be
a roster,
on
and you
anything
can't
now.
have any contradiction. You can't
Gilbert,
have a
too.
multi-submission.
Okay, so then the points go with the team, but captains have different rules about when they switch teams.
Mm.
So what we're saying is,
Right.
if Clout did actually play with the Taxman, then
He
he would
would
have.
have to decide if he's playing as the PP squad or if he
No.
was playing as.
No.
No, if he plays for,
If he plays as the Taxman,
if he goes
loses.
on, if he
and,
goes on somebody else's roster,
and there's not somebody there for the PP squad to step up as the captain,
mm-hmm.
PP squad's toast.
TV squad's toast
And
the
starts at
points are
0
gone.
if the team is just gone.
Mhm.
I think we should also consider if you didn't play for X amount of weeks, your team's gone.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Yeah.
2 weeks?
What do you think?
Well, so there's a
Well, or
difference
do you
between
think-
not
or-
being able to play and being like AFK.
I think we should do the three. I think.
2 weeks. 2 weeks no call no show. If you no call no show for 2 of the league
I
plays,
agree with that. I
you
agree
know,
with that.
No call, no show for 2 weeks?
What if it's
Right.
like, hey, my team can't do it, da 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 da.
Well, it's not no call, no show. We're understand if they don't, because like
Yeah.
they're the only ones getting penalized if they don't show up, right? Like if they don't show up, they don't get any
And we
points.
hit, and we hit up, and we'll hit up the whole team. If
and they
nobody
can
else,
always
if
win
y'all
it
ghost
in
us, then y'all
the,
ghost
in the
us.
minor
Right.
tournaments to get placement anyways.
So yeah, no call, no show 2 weeks. I think no call, no show 1
The
week.
points I made go to just Taxman, right? Yeah. So then that's what we're talking about, Kai. So, you are on the Taxman. I am the captain for the Taxman, and so those are my points. Thanks. Not my points, but the Taxman's points, and I am responsible for the Taxman.
Right.
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 Until I give that responsibility to somebody else.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what we've gotten to at this point. So
And
yeah.
I think-
So
and
Kai,
you can
because
only switch team captains once during league season, I think.
well, I don't think that it's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No,
but
you
we
can
don't
switch
nip this one
tournaments
in the
in
bud
between
now, So we
tournaments.
don't sit here and start blowing a tree and decide for 3 hours what's going to happen.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Kai, is like that's why you want to if you're fucking into the points, right? And you are essentially a floater, right? Right?
Free agent.
Well, think about this. You are racking up points, but if you're not nailed down to a team, like your best bet is to fucking be a standout, and then one of these teams is placing high. They scoop you up, and you go on that team because your points are just going to whoever you're playing with, unless you have your own team, right? Like you need to get on a team and sit on a team if you want to actually like contribute to the thing. You know what I mean? Unless you're just scattering.
But
I mean,
we
if
are
you-
in
no,
the
but
works
if
of
you- if
making
you, like-
independent pointing systems to help better place free agents.
Well, I think.
Yeah, Gilbert really wants to score everybody's play so that you can like you're on Madden, everyone has an overall, and so like when you need a person, you can be like, oh, this guy's an 80.
It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that because we can't see everybody's.
Well, we would
If
just have to
everybody
do it
was
on
a
stats.
Twitch streamer, we could do that. Like whoever wants to do that, subscribe and be a Twitch streamer, and we can see your whole gameplay for the tournament. Like, I'll definitely sit there and watch your stuff and grade you, bro.
I'll watch it.
Straight up.
All right.
For fun.
So
and then another thing is we want to do that free for all.
Yeah.
Thunderdome.
oh yeah. So actually, well here let's get on this real quick.
When they leave, but no, like
Royal Rumble.
They have like a 24 player, everybody versus everybody in Rust.
Oh Lord.
All right, I just took the
Shoot house.
Thing down.
30 on 30. Russet's shoot house.
shoot house.
Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah. He been streaming. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pull up Twitch now.
And another thing is so we want to start doing that game clip of the week, right?
Yes, yeah.
And so everybody, you record yourselves playing during the Kanna Game League. It has to be during the Kanna Game League. Record some of your best footage from the league. Submit us the clip. We'll send votes through the community, and we'll pick a clip of the week, and we'll highlight you, and we'll highlight your gamer tag and everything. You want to talk to them about that?
You talking to me or are you talking to us?
Yeah, I was talking to you guys.
It sounded like you said all that and then you said to somebody else, hey, you want to talk to him about that? I thought someone was about to hop on.
Yeah, you guys.
All right. Said all that and then you said to somebody else, hey, you want to talk to him about that? I can't see how I can get back into the chat. You know. Welcome to the chat. Like I can't see what Kai said. What did Kai say, Gilbert?
Alright, let's see here. Bet, haha. It's been hard to find 4 people that are down to practice, or 3 other. I got you. I've been streaming a little bit. I'll stream the 20s too.
I've been streaming a little bit. I'll stream the attorneys too. Alright, bet. So here's the thing though, Kai. So you just, like, if you can't find a full squad, that's what the captains are, like, that's why we all 3 have teams. Right?
We submit things for independent signups and everything, so we could potentially get you just 3 slumlords off the street.
Well, no, that's
your
his
cup of tea.
That's his issue though. So he's gone through that, and every team he's been on has been on that. What's
We
up?
can also make a rule, I think, that'll apply to everybody. If you switch a team week to week, you got to sit on the bench that week. Like, if you played week 1 with one team, you can't play week 2 with another team. You're on reserve.
Oh, that's rough.
Is that rough?
Yeah.
That would encourage you to stay on the same team that you signed up with.
But the thing is, so then here's the issue. Like Kai, he says he's been having an issue getting on a team with 3 other people that want to practice. Like he wants to practice. He wants to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he's so if he gets put on a random team.
Kai, how much time are you talking about?
Did he get put on the one team with the one kid that all they want to do is play Fortnite or something like that?
No, and that actually didn't. That actually wasn't the case.
How much time do you want to practice?
Yeah, he's been tossed around. That's what he said.
How much time do you want to practice, man? Let me know what.
Well, wait. Kyle, what I was gonna say is you were doing pretty good on the taxman, and I think there might be a spot for you.
You know, there's commitments. You know, free agents.
So, do you get what's happening, Kai? So right now it's like this weird Wild West thing, okay, and it's new. So you're like in the shit. Here, Dom, you can take this back because I'll be able to do it now. You're now getting into the point where when people have teams and they're dedicated to their team, you see what just happened? He wants you on his team and I want you on my team, right? And we low-key now have to compete with each other to get you on the team, right? Because we are interested in our team succeeding. And so that's the issue with the randomly placed teams, is not everyone's like that. And that's why I think it's so important that we have the captain thing, because the captains are down for it and are going to compete with each other to get people and all that kind of stuff.
And then if it falls apart or whatever, that team you put together doesn't work, you can rebrand before the second.
Right.
And keep your points.
From the splits. So what we're talking about is there's a tournament and then there's 3 weeks of league play, and then there's a tournament, and 3 weeks of league play, and then a tournament, and 3 weeks of league play. So, and then the Kanna games. So we kind of in our minds have split that into 3 sections of the season, if you will. So we're in week 2 of the first one, and we're about to be in week 3, and then this is over. So then what's going to happen is initially.
Hey, I'll be back 1 second. But I'm not gonna leave the chat. I'm just gonna check out and grab some.
All right, go for it. So I'm actually gonna get rid of this one. It says on the phone, Kanna Kid, ballin'. Okay, we're somewhat professional here, but yeah. So initially, we're gonna say you could only submit new teams when at the end of the splits. So like we do that second tournament on July 25th. And then from that point until the first week, you could submit new teams to be in the league, to get points to the Kanna games, right? But that's kind of different now because we're week to week on the teams.
Yeah, and we don't want to be week to week on the teams. So.
Well, I think eventually no. So I'm thinking season 2, possibly split 3, like just down the road, like season 2 or the third split on the current season we're in.
Mm-hmm.
We could get to a point where the teams are fucking like solid, right? Like everyone's down, everyone's on schedule, everyone knows what's going on,
right?
And the teams are teams, and then we wouldn't need to have teams submit every week.
Well, I think this what we're doing now, what we're talking about though with the captain stuff. I think that's gonna weed a lot of that'll filter it out as time goes.
Right.
Like you leave that in, and that's just gonna filter it out.
Sure.
Because eventually, your team's gonna be your team. Like eventually, you're not gonna keep.
It's not gonna be week to week. Eventually, like where you submit your roster.
Exactly like you're saying.
We're just doing that now because it's out of necessity.
We need to know, yeah.
Yeah, because.
And I think with the team captains, as that grows, that'll become less necessary. It's like, yo, who you running this week?
I mean, it'll be normal. But the thing. All right, he's back. So, the thing is too, we don't know what's happening that we don't see, right? Like there could be someone like Dag, Shamrock Killers, who played in everything, but didn't play. He didn't play this week. He played last week, but he was kind of upset, and he's one of those people that's just getting tossed around onto random teams because he's signing up as a single.
Right.
We don't know if he's fucking out there hustling and finding a team. He's like, I'm gonna enter this fucking tournament.
Right.
With a team, and he's getting a team, and he's, you know what I
mean?
mean? Like you never know who's doing that.
We're getting the boys back together.
And they might like Bohicans, Floral Desert. He played in the Kanna games as a single person sign up, got placed on a team, and lost.
Mm-hmm.
He came back to the next tournament with a team and won.
Right.
Right? Like he was one of the first people to submit a team. Like he went and figured it out.
He went and got his squad. Like, yo, we can win this.
Yeah, we're doing this.
And did it.
Mm-hmm. So
that's dope. That's what we want, man.
That's exactly what we want. So I think that shit's gonna happen, and that just comes with time. So I'm not sure where we were going with that, but let's switch it up then. We talked about points. We distributed the points. Time schedule. We were thinking about possibly starting earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because we started, so we did that one thing at 6:30, and the reason I did this schedule because I kind of kept it around the same time we started last time, but a little earlier, and I gave everyone, it was like 45 minutes I counted for each round, and then I made sure there was enough time for that before we and a little buffer before we scheduled the next thing, and it was too much time for the first 2 rounds, but it was almost not enough time for that last one because the Undertokers and E-Money in that first round, possibly the best series of the whole shit. I wish I could show the clips on that. They played all 3 games. And then the Taxmen, we played all 3 games with E-Money. So E-Money played 6 games in that bracket. And all those other brackets were all 2-0s. Nobody went 3 games. But we went 3 games twice in that bracket, so that one was almost not enough time allotted. So what we were thinking about is moving the whole thing up because that championship round started at 9:30 Eastern time, which is a lot. And then it was like an hour and a half after that that it was. So it was like decided, like Ware's team won at 11 p.m. Which
It's pretty late.
it's super
It's
late.
kind of late for the East Coast.
Yeah. So I was thinking about starting it earlier. I don't know. But I think that it's hard to do that. We just need to set a time and then have it scheduled around. And if people are like, I can't be there, then we'll try to flip them around. So we need to release these brackets and times super quick, which we have to give everyone time to sign up, though.
No, it's schedule that stuff is on time, right? You just do that, repeat that.
What do you mean?
'Cause
Oh,
you can't really, because if you release a bracket for
Well,
this
'cause we're talking about
bracket, well,
there's going to be 3 brackets.
we
right?
release the times. Hey, here's
For the brackets.
for the brackets, and then maybe our captains reach out to us and suggest something. And
Well, I
figure
think
it
that
out.
once they get, we might have to.
I mean, we already have a
switch
couple
people.
teams
Yeah,
we
we'll
know
figure-
some stuff about.
Right, like we
So-
know, yeah.
We know some stuff already.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
Yep. Okay. All right. So let's go on to something new. Y'all ready for this? Let's ditch the CDL, KGL, CDL for a second. Let's talk about some stuff. There's 3 things that I think we need to do. We've been talking about the Fortnite tournament for hella long. All right. Because that's the first game that people suggested that wasn't Call of Duty, and it's been pretty consistent. There's teams in the league that want to play Fortnite, and there's teams that aren't in the league that want to play Fortnite. So Fortnite's coming.
And it's a free game, so we can get a lot more base out of it.
Well, yeah, well, for instance, like I've never played a single second of Fortnite, but we could do it. I could get Fortnite because it's free, and we could do it, right? The thing is about that is that's a tournament, so that's like sign up teams. That's like at least a 2 to 3 weeks out kind of deal for us to do that, which would mean, and then we also want to pepper it in between the league play,
right.
right? So scheduling on that one, we kind of have to figure out, because do we want to do back-to-back tournaments weekends like the July 25th tournament and then the next week a Fortnite tournament, or a Fortnite tournament and then the next week the Call of Duty tournament? Like, do we want to do that, or do we want to, if we don't want to do that, then we have to space it out even 2 weeks more out. What do you guys think? Is that too much? It's kind of like, what can we
I'm
handle?
almost thinking we have like, so what we do is we have because the league plays every other week, right? And then the Wednesdays we just straight up we'll submit the thing and we'll switch up the game every single time. You know, we'll just have it like a fill kind of thing. You know?
No, what do you mean?
In between the league play, we just have like these fun different game things. It's not necessarily a tournament, but it's to get the community involved in the playing different games competitively. Then that way, like the one time we do Fortnite, you know, one night we do like Mortal Kombat, one night we do like Injustice, one night, you know what I'm saying, we do Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And then that way, when the people are like, I would really enjoy a tournament of this, you know, like it could almost be our sampler night to try out different games that we possibly want to.
Right. Here's the issue
to the community for a tournament.
Right. So that's kind of what we're talking about, right? Or you're saying like just taste it, like we just play Fortnite, and if people are into Fortnite, then we set up a Fortnite tournament.
Right, and then look what Mofo's talking about.
No, I see that, but that's a whole different issue. So what? So here's what I'm saying, Gilbert. If people, it'd be hard.
For free,
It would be hard to do that, because you're saying it would be, because not everyone's going to be able to get the game, whatever game we're playing, right? Like they're not all free, they're not all accessible. And so, like, to try to get the same pool of people to play a bunch of different games, I think might be tough.
What we can possibly do is just do a free play nights and have it specifically orientated around the free-to-play games.
Well, I mean, which games are free? The Mario Kart's free, right?
Yeah, but we didn't even bring that up, and that's a whole different thing.
Like there's a game called Crossout that's free, and it's like you mob around on these, you know, apocalyptic cars with machine guns attached.
Like we just, but
stuff.
here's the thing too, Gilbert, is now we're talking about which ones are cross-compatible and shit, and what are we playing on.
Right.
And then we're talking about consoles, and we just limit ourselves every time we put a little filter on it. But I mean, so actually, what we need to do is look at a lot of things that are cross compatible.
Right. We'll get a library of cross compatible games type deal, and then we'll go from there.
And also, I think that we should. I think the tournament is a good way to do exactly what you were just talking about. I think that to have like a free game where we see if there's interest, and then we'll set up a tournament. I think we should just, since we've already kind of got this gaming lens, and we're kind of putting out there in some gaming shit, that if we just went straight into tournament, just like we did with the first Kanna games, like that is exactly the same thing, you know, and we just got to give people advance notice and times and stuff like that, right? Like we couldn't go, like, let's do Fortnite tournament this Saturday coming up. I don't think that would work, right? Like,
They're gonna cross-platform Apex.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice, right? But what I'm getting at is that I think that we could just jump straight into tournament, but I think that we need like 3 weeks ahead. So
We may want to submit that kind of tournament play after this first league wraps up, so that way we can get people appropriate amount of time about what we want to try to do with them.
what do you mean, like after Kanna Games 2? So like we wouldn't have a Fortnite tournament until December?
Right.
I don't know. I think we need to do it sooner than that. And I think the less, like if it's just a 1 day thing, I think that's easier for us to do. But so let's go back to Mofo. He says with Fortnite to run a custom server, I think you need permission from Epic to do it. So, and that might not be hard to get, even, you know, they might just have to be aware of some shit. But so we'll definitely have to look into that. But I think that we need to do Fortnite sooner than later. I don't think we should wait till December to try to do other games.
Right, that's far.
Because it's far. But I will say this. We want to do that free-for-all tournament. Or free-for-all, everyone gets on and just goes ham, just for fun. I think you have to apply to be a creator with Epic. Okay. And considering I've never played Fortnite once, it might not come to me. So I know what I'm doing today. No. Free-for-all. What do you think about doing something on July 5th, Gilbert?
On July?
July 5th. So, like, the day after the 4th of July, that Sunday,
That's
everybody, like, no
Right.
prizes, no nothing, just for
That's
fun.
right.
Like, whoever wants to have fun, we just
That's
all...
my parents' anniversary.
Okay, so you're not going to play
July 5th.
Xbox on July 5th? Wait, you celebrate your parents' anniversary?
I at least remind them and help them celebrate it. Yeah, who doesn't do that?
Me, I have never heard of anybody ever doing that. Who gets their kids involved on their anniversary?
I think they're trying to kick the kids out on their anniversary.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Or like, y'all stay here, we're going somewhere.
Right, we're going to dinner. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like, isn't there
Right?
a whole
Like-
movie based on that? Like,
Yeah.
the babysitter's dead or something? Like,
Oh, shit.
Pretty Woman, I think, was based on
Pretty
that.
Woman?
He needed a date. It was his anniversary.
Okay. It was his parents' anniversary. He needed a date. Well, we did like a little gunfight tournament. We picked random teams in Discord. Whoever signs up for the 5th.
What happened?
Well, what is like 2v2 gunfight? Yep, 2v2.
Oh yeah.
That could be
I was
dope.
talking about that red, white, and boom, right?
Red, white, and boom.
So we do like red, white, and boom. We give everybody RPGs and grenade launchers only.
Oh, damn. No, so
And then we just everybody versus everybody.
everybody just versus everybody? That'd be cool. We could do I like the 2v2 gunfight. I feel like, how is that going to be? Is that going to be like we just set up brackets and then everybody goes and plays and reports back and it's not all necessarily streamed? Or are we going to have to do each game? They'd be pretty quick games though, right?
I want mass destruction.
Well, no. So I really, and we've definitely people have been into the idea of everyone going on the same map at the same time and just having straight
RPGs,
mayhem.
headshots only.
What the fuck? Snipers only, free for all.
At that point, we should try to do a battle royal.
A battle. What? How can we set up a custom ground war?
Man, that would be amazing. I don't know if we could.
If we could set up a custom ground war, that'd be sick.
Ground war. Like I would just want to add that to the Kanna League somehow.
like your squad is your team.
Like your squad is your team,
and we have like conferences.
And you just that's one of the after everybody plays each other, we just cap it off with that.
Like
or
that.
Started
oh,
off
like
with
on
that.
the Kanna games.
Maybe they started off with that.
Okay, like just for fun.
Just started off.
Yeah.
Shoot, you win.
Or they can win something.
They can win something.
Yeah,
maybe
I like that kind of. I like that.
But it would be cool to play it, see if we could do it.
Yeah, so we'll have to look into that. But I definitely think that if we're going to do something on July 5th, we need to know what that is and start promoting that, whatever it is. But if it's not going to be for prizes or anything like that, just for fun, I think we don't need a whole lot of time ahead of that.
Right.
We could put out, maybe we start putting the feelers out, like, what do y'all want to do? Free for all? You want to do a fucking whatever?
Whatever.
Yeah, we're just organizing people to game at that point for just fun, which is dope. Okay, so let's get the real elephant in the room. This Mario Kart tournament.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yo, Mario Kart tournament, I think is the fucking money, right? Is the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah. It's the business.
I'm gonna tell you something.
What?
I don't lose on Mario Kart.
Oh shit.
I don't lose on Mario Kart, yeah.
So I'm gonna figure out how we stream that. I've got an idea. I know how we can do it very like a rudimentary stream of that. I got an idea. So like a worst case scenario, but I'm gonna try to figure out a good way to do that. Maybe with like an emulator. Nah, at that point I'll just do what I was gonna do. So that's gonna be sick though. Mario Kart tournament. No, mofo. I'm talking about on the phone app, the free to download Nintendo phone app to play Mario Kart, dog. Like that's a thing. If you didn't know, that's a thing, dog.
On your phone.
On your phone. So like, and that's the thing, like cross compatibility.
Or your tablet.
Or tablet or whatever. Yeah, Kai, you didn't know, dog? Yeah, no, straight up. And we can make custom servers on there. And they said that they cap it at 16 people. But I was looking at it yesterday. It didn't say people. It just said
I saw 32, I think.
32?
Maybe potentially.
Well, it was talking about teams, so you could set it with 0 to 4 teams of people. So depending on how many people can be on a team,
maybe
I guess.
Read
Yeah, you are late, Kai. But I literally downloaded it last night, and smashed the Peach Cup. You got to smash the Peach Cup before you can play multiplayer. So just so you know. It's called like Mario Kart Tour? Mario Kart.
Yeah, Tour.
Mario Kart Tour.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, just type in Mario Kart. It'll be alright. But yeah, no.
It's free.
It's free. So this has got promise. And this is one of those things that's going to be fun as hell. There he is. He's playing. Yeah, he's playing. Download that right now. It's dope. So I think, and that's going to have big appeal. So like people that aren't gamers are going to want to play Mario Kart. Yeah. So I like that. Like Bomb Blazer will get down type shit.
Right.
You know?
What should we do?
It's super dope. I really like that actually. We did lose the Kanna kid. He probably.
No, you didn't.
You're just silent as a church mouse right now?
Yeah, I'm
You're playing Star Trek?
Whenever I'm doing this. No, I'm not playing Star Trek right now. I'm watching Don play Mario Kart.
Well, if you notice, I'm in first place.
Cluster bomb.
You know I'm right. I'm in first place. Because like I said, I don't lose.
That's right. So, I think that's good. This next tournament, let's talk about the next tournament on July 5th. Because we got to start set up and promo right now. The game mode, hardpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Ooh, hardpoint. Hardcore hard point.
Hard point.
Alright, hold on. I do think I'm gonna have to head out though.
Okay. Well, are you cool with hard point as the thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Alright. And so we're gonna set registration deadlines and stuff.
Alright, sounds good. I may still be able to watch you guys
Okay.
on the stream.
But you're hanging up.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm taking your on the phone tag off.
Bad.
Peace.
Peace.
And I'm from the part of the city that they don't be talking about. That's what that plays at the. So I listen to that Samba album so many times that when it goes that little outro and then the dude hangs up the phone and it goes doo 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 and then the other song starts right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Yeah. West Side Bound 3. Yeah. Hardpoint is my game mode. We won that hardpoint each time. Oh yeah. Yeah, we won hardpoint in shipment, dog. Like what the fuck? That was gnarly against E-Money. I'm pretty sure, yeah, right? And then we lost the search and destroy game in Shoot House. We lost that to them. We won that in the first round. That's the one where I got the. Oh yeah, but no. So hardpoint and shipment is when Kai got the double multi kills.
Shipment.
Yeah, that's when you got your clip. Yeah, we are gonna clip that. So we are putting clips out. This is kind of what we were thinking on Kanna Games. We're gonna put a lot of shit out on that Instagram and Facebook stuff for the Kanna Gaming League, the Kanna.games. So we're gonna put hella clips on there. That's the plan. So you will see you on there, and we'll tag you and everything. So the date of this tournament is hard. It's gonna be hardpoint mode. Date is July 5th. So registration. What do we want? A week before that? Yeah or no? What do you think? So let's see. I'll pull up this calendar right here for you. We got the 25th. So we're here, right?
Yeah.
This weekend's the 4th, and the 11th, 18, 25. So maybe they got to sign up by the 11th? 2 weeks out? Or 1 week out?
We did. So what was?
No. July 25th, Kai. The tournament's on July 25th. That's static. That's been that way since May. And we're talking about on the 5th, we're talking about just having fun, doing a free-for-all with whoever wants to get in on a private lobby or something like that. That's what we're talking about on the 5th. Then we're thinking maybe on the 11th. No. Maybe on the 18th or some day. I just feel like if we did Mario Kart on a Saturday, we'd have to do it on the 18th, which means it's fucking 1, 2, almost 3 weeks away from Mario Kart tournament. And I feel like we should probably do that sooner. So I'm almost thinking this Mario Kart thing. The Mario Kart thing, we do like throughout the week at night or something. Like we could do Mario Kart for an hour and progress a bracket that goes throughout the week or some shit. I just really think a lot of people are going to want to play Mario Kart. Remember what we did for Call of Duty? The first Kanna Games? We said we're going to do this. Who's interested? We don't know what day yet.
What is right?
Maybe we do that with Mario Kart.
Might do that. That's
Put out a sign-up form.
I mean, it's easy.
Put up, yeah.
It only takes a week to do that. Hey, or how long does it really take to do that? Hey, download on your phone Mario Kart. We're gonna play tomorrow,
Right.
Or 2 days next week. This weekend.
So do we want to get people to sign up ahead of time to see interest, or do we want to just set a day and say
let's
whatever
see that.
happens?
Let's
Sign up, see interest.
See interest.
Because if we get like 40 people, I think that we do what we were talking about with like the blunt rolling contest, and it progresses throughout the week or whatever.
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. So all right. So let's do interest. Interest flyer. So that's what we need on Mario Kart. We'll put that out there, and see what happens like that. But yeah, so like the free for all or whatever, we'll fuck around on the 5th, and then we need to figure out our hiccups on Fortnite. But something would be dope though, like Injustice or Mortal Kombat. Injustice or Mortal Kombat. Or something.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Mortal Kombat.
Blunt rolling contest. That's dub for me if we're rolling them backwards. Oh shit.
Oh god.
What about
have
this?
different categories.
What about this, Kai?
We'll have different categories.
We're gonna smoke this. I'll probably go. Oh, you know what we'll do? Let's do IG live outside smoking this. Since we're only on Twitch. Unless it's too hot. It is 4 right now.
No, it's
It's cooled down a little?
I could tell you.
You can tell something?
It's cooled down. It's 103 and the UV index is only 5. It was at 9 when I came here.
Okay.
It was 106, so it's a little bit cooler.
So then let's say registration. Damn, that's a big old road. Yeah. Nah, it's from this, yo. You didn't see this? So Mr. Cup makes these Kanna molds. There's been talk about getting a Krew brand on some of them and maybe flipping them or something. Unless he wants to do his, I don't know. There's talks about some shit. We're gonna have these. Whatever it says on them is irrelevant. The thing is, this shit is dope. It's got a spike in here and you pack it. I should make a proper video, but I packed this one during the live yesterday and still haven't smoked it. But it's gonna happen. And it's like jammed in there, you know, like this. The weed doesn't need the wrap to stay together. It's pretty intense. Weed tech, exactly.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, yeah. So, how long before the tournament you think we need people to have signed up? Just a week?
No, so we did 10 days.
Because we're going to have singles we're going to have to make teams out of, right? Potentially.
Yes. So we, 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That would mean that they need, that we...
Sign up, and then we have the live team picks on the Monday, right? So sign up ends 2 weeks before. Live pick on Monday, right?
And then they have their teams for
announced
2 weeks
on
before.
Team announced on Wednesday, so they have it for 10 days. And then on Saturday we'll release brackets or schedule or whatever. Okay. And then that a week before you have your bracket and who you're playing, so you have a week to practice and go back and look at film and all that if you want to. Or
Okay, so then what that means is that registration deadline is the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's the 13th, right? So you have the 11th is 2 weeks before the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
13th is team selection? No. Wait, what was on the Monday?
No, maybe that was team announcements. Or no, that was damn.
Right? So what you had was registration deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Team announcement was 10 days prior.
Yeah.
Brackets.
Brackets.
I think you initially said Monday and then said no, Wednesday.
No, there's something there.
There's something for Monday?
There's something for Monday, and I can't remember.
Well, what? You submit your...
Oh, pick teams. So that's where you assign the singles.
Well, then what's... How's
And
that?
then-
What about Wednesday?
Wednesday you
Oh,
announce the teams.
Announce all the teams, like
Yeah.
even the ones that pre-signed up.
Yeah,
So
these are
13th is
the
the lottery.
teams. Yeah,
So
13th.
registration deadline's the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
The team lottery, or we'll call it the free agent lottery. The free agent lottery is the 13th, and then the team announcements will be on the 15th, and then the brackets and schedule are released on the week before, which is the 18th. So you have a full week of knowing who you play with, who you play against, and at what times. A whole week.
Practice time.
Well, we should do the Mario Kart setup like how NASCAR does it. With each race, a first place gets the most amount of points, and each position decreases
Oh, that's
points.
It's
And
funny
after
you
all
bring
the
that
races, add up everyone's points.
It's funny you bring that up. Because that's how we do the league points.
Yeah, that's how we came up. We based the league shit initially off of NASCAR. Yeah. So then, you know, because think about this. We're stumbled on Mario Kart. Free to download, massive nostalgia points, easy to play, huge pool to pick from comparatively.
Right.
That's the league shit.
Mm.
That's a league thing.
It's a league. You're right.
Right? So, yeah, because he's dead on the NASCAR shit.
I was reading it.
Um,
That last one was a doozy.
that was a good one.
Oh man, I'm blood. I'm super.
All right, so here it is. So we've got days then. We've got fucking
I like dates. I like
registration deadline is the 11th.
the numbers.
We announced the lottery on the 13th. We announced the team. Okay, so the only deadline you need to know about is the registration deadline on the 11th, and then the game's on the 25th. Right.
So then.
And it's going to be a JC Glass sponsor.
JC Glass sponsor.
JC Glass sponsor.
Ooh, that's
some
dope.
dope shit.
Dope.
There's going to be some cool stuff.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah. It might even, it's going to be JC Glass, probably Blow Glass might have some shit. Well, they facilitate, but here, let me tell you, Kai, you get the inside scoop. So Blow Dot Glass is out there, and we're gonna start really putting it out there. It's just like a shop where we can sell stuff. We've got some local artists and stuff that we can get their shit on there, like JC Glass. He doesn't have a website, but he can fuck with Blow Glass, right? I haven't had a bong in a couple months. Oh shit, you gotta win attorney, you know. But. So this downstem, this is a custom downstem he makes with the line tubing, super dope. And this bowl he makes, these are both JC Glass pieces. Here in over the next week, I think we're gonna give these away to raise awareness for Blow Dot Glass, because both of these are offered on there. So it's perfect.
Nice.
Just so I don't know why I saw this and thought I should say that. Yeah, I don't know. Motivated. Yay. So. Kai, I don't know what you want to do, but you could be on, you got teams, you got the juice. I don't know if you want to roll with Shucklack. I don't know what Shucklack's team's like. I haven't talked to him about that. This is a long ass bowl, but it's not super deep. It's normal size. It's just you can grab it.
Kind of for show.
It's old school.
And it's an up and down song.
It's old school.
And it's kind of like black and orange, like Halloween.
Halloween. I've been trying to get him to do black and green, like a watermelon. That'd be dope.
Yeah, it would.
Because with the scallop tubing.
Yeah, it would.
So, that's where we're at. I think we covered everything. But fucking Kai, figure out what you want to do on teams. Saturday we all have to submit our rosters. So I'll reach out. I'm gonna reach out to all the captains, so I'll know what's going on with Shucklack and shit. Cause it was only you two, right? Anyways, so that'll be interesting.
Ooh, these are dope.
That's sick, doesn't it?
Like a little spin, like a little snake or something. It's weird.
So you know what's really dope is
really
that's
dope.
Made out of the same shit that this is made out of. Obviously, different color pattern, which means that you can get that pattern as a downstem. Any of those carb cap patterns you can get as a downstem. Yeah.
Can you get matching?
Carb cap downstem? Yeah, fucking A.
Yo, that should be a thing.
Yeah, like
so
little
if
kits.
you're bong, so I can switch from bong to.
Well, you know how the Soul Assassin is like color coded? Well, we have the downstems are the same color pattern, and the part, you know what I mean, and all the.
Buy a whole set.
A whole set. Dope.
A whole set for a Zebler.
And for a Zebler, anything. Well, there's no downstem for a Zebler, so you just need the carb cap to match.
Carb cap to match.
Or a bowl, if you're gonna smoke flour out of it.
Yeah, well, matching bowl.
Yeah. So we also want to get that blue velvet bags for the blue dots.
Like
it's a Crown Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, a blue dot. That'd be dope, right?
So dope.
So dope. All right.
Beyond dope.
Beyond dope. All right, Kai, you're the first to know, and if anyone else is watching, they're not saying anything, so I don't know. Hard
It's
point.
420 right now.
It's 420 right now?
Yeah.
Smoke up, motherfucker. Smoke. Click. Smoke something. Where am I? Shit.
No.
Spark it. We made it. We made it. We did it. Dope. And
That shit tastes really good.
whoever wins that tournament gets a spot in the Kanna games, so that's pretty money. Winning the
Sure.
tournament is definitely the way to go. Like, I mean, but there can only be one type shit.
Right.
But you get
Only
trophies
one.
and you get to play in the Kanna games. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty money.
It's dope.
Yeah. Like the Bohicans legit won the first tournament. Like, yeah, we're not. Oh, so we're in? Yeah, we're not doing league. But they watch every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. The best team I played was that team last week. Was that the PB squad? Who was the cowboy with the damn?
Oh, you did play the PP squad.
Yo,
Yeah, that was the
that
PP
dude
squad.
is ridiculous.
Zodi.
Zodi's insane.
No, Zodi's ridiculous, yo.
But I will say this: the second best team is She Bit the Tip. They
Yeah.
smacked us.
She bit the tip.
Yeah, I don't know. The first team we played too with
Yeah.
smacked us. We've been smacked around a little bit.
Boogaloo Crew's been
We're
smacked.
good- we're
Well, because
good.
you were the nose goblins one
We were
time.
nose goblins one time. Yeah, we rebranded after the tournament.
After the
for
tournament.
the league.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, dope. Mofo's on it. Yeah, no, he played. We all played against Zodi. Oh no, I didn't play against Zodi. I didn't play in that one.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
Zodi's beast. Yeah, dope. See, and so that's the thing too. Like Zodi's not in the league, but he was on Cloud's team. But Cloud picked up Zodi for a week. I mean, fucking good on him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
That's why recruiting is important, and that's
Recruiting
why
is super
being
important.
a captain is important. So start your team if you can recruit,
Or
start
getting
your
on
team.
with a captain, like, you know what I mean? Getting on to a team that has a captain that's in it.
Exactly, that is committed. Right.
Like
right.
the taxman. No.
You know the Boogaloo Crew. You know what we do. What we're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, for sure. Yeah, you need 3 Zodies, don't we all?
Right.
No, Mofo, I started watching YouTube videos on how to play Call of Duty better last night, so I might be a Zodi.
Here soon.
That's right. Fucking A. Alright. Well, this is good. I gotta take a piss, and I'm really trying to smoke this blunt. I do have, so here's the deal. The Kanna Games website will be updated over time. Eventually it's gonna have everything you need. It'll have all our videos clipped and nice and where you can see them and shit. It's already got the league rules. I have to update the game settings section because we didn't know that until yesterday, really. And so yeah, that's kind of where that's at. There, all the sign up forms for everything will be on there. So we'll put the Mario Kart interest shit will be on there. All of that. Oh, I'm excited about that actually.
Mario Kart,
Yeah. And bloat out glass is popping. That's different from this. Those pro loadouts you feel like, yeah. I got you with a couple new weapon classes. Oh yeah. I'm definitely down to check that shit out. I was playing around with. Actually, what I did is I stumbled on this dude. It was a game mode he sets up, and I'll show you. It was actually dope. I was having a lot of fun. You just play against 11 bots in Shoot House on an unlimited free for all, but you do it with the MP7 with all the rounds, so you don't have to reload a whole bunch, and literally just to practice aim, target practice, exactly.
Yeah.
Just run around, do laps, and the big thing I learned is they call it centering. Okay, it's super basic. I just never thought about it. Your gun should always be up, like your frame of reference, and pointed when you go around a corner or whatever, where the person's gonna be. Like your gun should never be pointed at the ground or up too high,
Right.
or like on a wall when you're coming around some shit. Like it should always be where the dude's
Right,
gonna
when
be.
they're gonna come around
Where the
the
dude's
corner.
gonna be
Yeah.
when you're running around. Like you're coming around a corner, you know he's got to be right here, or if you know the map, you know he's gonna be here or up there. There's
Right.
usually a guy right here.
Right. Okay.
He's not there all the time, but there could be.
There
That's
could
where
be.
people hang out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's just kind of that.
that's dope.
Yeah. And it's reps. It's all about reps.
Mhm.
It's about practice. It's about good practice. It's the same as everything. Football, you practice good form. Motherfucking, you never practice wrong notes. You know what I mean?
to play right
Hop in a bot lobby if I want to warm up with a certain strap. There you go. Exactly. Alright, well, I think-
What? Okay, I'll flex with it. Man, I gotta figure out the loadouts though now that I didn't get to play the CDL, so I gotta hop in there and do that shit.
Oh yeah, fuck with the weapon sets. Yes. Fuck yeah. I want to branch out too onto some. I only use submachine guns. I want to try some assault rifles because I don't know what I would be good with.
Right, I did tell
Yeah.
myself I wanted to try an assault rifle. Because
M4,
they be have
MP5.
whoever had that red gun on what's it called was busting our ass.
On the tip, I think that was Johnny Appleseed.
Was it?
Slappleseed, as Gilbert
Yeah.
calls him.
That fucking
He was balling. The games he was balling, he was fucking
the
balling.
red gun.
Yeah, he didn't ball every game, but it was doing good. All right, well, I think that's a wrap.
I think we covered some dope shit.
We get everything on this list.
We got everything.
Like there's real information coming out of this. So if you give a fuck about the KGL, you know what's going down.
Yeah.
You know, Frank, I got a class you would smoke with, don't even have to aim, and I saw you like hitting those hip fires.
Oh, I love. Yo, as a matter of fact, in that target practice thing,
Fun,
at some point when I was doing the centering, I just stopped using the scope and I was just running around the thing, just trying to hip fire everybody.
With the LMG?
No, with the fucking MP7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was a little rough, but the one attachment, I got the MP7 with whatever attachments I had. It doesn't move.
Mhm.
You shoot and it just stays straight.
That what? The MP what?
MP7. Well, I took the stock off, I think, and I put a certain grip and a commando
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
and it just stays still,
Mhm.
which was intense.
Yeah.
There's certain attachments that boost your hip fire.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I'm down with that. I like the hip fire because I always. So actually, what I noticed is when I aim, I die when I'm aiming. So then to me, I'm like, I need everything that says I need aim down sight speed.
That's what the MP7 is.
Boom, boom, boom. But then at the same time, like if I could just hip fire that motherfucker, then I wouldn't even have to aim.
True. Yo, the LMG, yo.
That's
When
what
I'm
you,
coming around the corner,
you just start spraying.
I got 100 bullets.
Merc foregrip and the red laser boosted the most.
Well, you can't use the red lasers on the CDL, can you?
I don't know.
I don't know. And
I
then
haven't played. I gotta try. I gotta see. Shit, cause all my shit is red lasers.
not
Oh wait,
starting on
lasers? No, I use the. He's talking about the red dot sight. I think.
No, because there's the two lasers. There's a red one and a green one, and then the opponents can see the green one.
They can't see the red one.
Can't see the red one, but you can see the green one as a line. But I know the green one is not in the CDL shit. I don't know if the red one is or not.
I didn't know you couldn't see. You could see the green one.
You
but
can
not
see the green
I thought
one.
you could see all of them.
No, it was one, not the other.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I might put them red ones.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're like, and there's a way to turn them on and off. I think too, like to toggle
One
it.
of them was like probably.
I don't know how to
The
toggle it,
laser,
though.
specific laser you get, there's probably different.
Yeah, red's invisible.
Yeah, and then no stock. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I have on the I think PKM no stock with the red dot and the short barrel
Okay.
running around
Like fucking.
with the 100.
One
and
thing
and
that-
then I got the perk, the FMJ or whatever it is.
Full metal jacket
Yeah, whatever it is. That
to
hurt.
do some more damage.
Yo,
But on hardcore, do you need that?
that one right there is kind of. It depends. So like that's a tank. That's a tank build.
Mm-hmm.
I've been actually going with the quicker build, MP7 and the little 357.
Mm-hmm.
And just running around with the cover
Okay.
on my perks or whatever it is. But then when it's tank mode,
You
I'm ready to. I'm ready for that. Like it depends on my team and what's going on.
Brunin 9 with no stock and a 60 round mag. Alright, Brunin 9 is that
SMG here. I'm gonna take a piss
All right.
because it doesn't seem like we're ending it right this second. I was waiting.
LMG, the Bruno 9. Okay. I think I have that as one of my custom builds, and I always put the no stock on it, pistol grip, and then moves fast and it's one shot. The LMG. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. The Bruno 9. I'm gonna check it out. The small maps, I try to get something to overpower. The bigger maps, I want to be able to move around on. I like, but if it really depends, because the MP7, man, it's I like it because I got the purple tracer round pack. PKM. So the Bruner 9 you can run faster than the PKM because the PKM is what I use.
Kind of like the PKM, but you can run how fast.
Yeah, that's what I use.
The PKM?
Yeah.
But it makes you slow.
Short start, yeah. But if you get the short barrel and you get the no stop,
It's
you're
not
good.
bad.
You're good. And you get that front. There's a grip that's like you can run, and then I get the sight, and then fucking the perk, the slap a bullet. That motherfucker is nasty. Motherfucker is a monster, man. It's
Dope.
a tank right there. Or a rhinoceros. That's what I think of.
Rhinoceros?
I feel like a rhinoceros with that like.
Dope. Fuck yeah. Well, fucking it, Brennan, if you set it up right, it feels like you have an M4 that's one shot. Okay.
I'm gonna check it out.
There was a pit.
I'm gonna check out a few of these things, man. The M4 and the M5. I think I see one of those a lot with people, and they're all like different colors and shit. And I gotta get better. So I know a gun is a big thing.
Well, think about hardcore too. So I was thinking certain things are probably more like damage, like a gun's damage probably isn't as important as like maybe its rate of fire or its accuracy.
For how you play too.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking the game mode too, though, right? Because like,
well, our
like
team too was putting together our like. We didn't even have time. The two of us put together our
loadouts on the fly.
Not loadouts, but our field upgrades.
Oh, I never adjust that.
Yo.
I never have adjusted a field upgrade.
Yo, so like we were picking which like two of us should have this, one of us should have that. Like,
you were strategic. Okay.
Yo.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah, but we didn't get the fourth guy. He was late, but he had stuff to do, not like
right.
shit. But
that's the MP5. The most high key was pretty nasty. Aim outside speed, movement speed, and recoil control. The ones you want to boost the most. Yeah, see, that aims out sight speed, man, because when you come around and you see somebody, whoever's doing that faster.
Well, that's why I like that Fennec, the little Fennec or whatever it is. Yo, that thing right there.
Pops up real quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
And it shoots like a lot. It shoots fast and nasty.
And then recoil, your accuracy's off. So, like, if you do get the draw, like... So if your accuracy is the same, whoever draws first wins.
Mm-hmm.
But if you draw first, but your accuracy's off, then you might lose.
You lose.
Yeah.
And that's the ones you can't get mad at.
The Fennec is the fastest shooting gun, he says.
Yo, that thing, it's a 4 or 5 bullet. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you better be aiming right.
Right. Does it have like hella recoil?
No, it's like. It's dope.
Okay.
I've been trying to build it up. I like it a lot actually.
Fennec.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right.
What about the perks, man? What do you think about the perks? I do the Eagle Eye and I do the.
Eagle Eye, that's the one where you can.
Where they can't see you or so. No, there was one. What do I do? I do the one where the AI in them can't see me. The first two are like.
Oh, where you're invisible to the UAV?
Yeah, and then I do the tracker where I can see where they run. If we get close.
Well, some of those are restricted too in the CDL settings.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh shoot. See, I gotta look.
Specialist? Oh, so you just fucking load all of the no kill streaks, and instead you get more perks. You unlock perks instead of kill streaks, which is interesting.
Yeah, because I don't really like kill streaks.
I never use them. I never get them. So I'm like.
Right, exactly. So your kill streak turns into perk streaks. Okay.
Like you unlock, like you get the kill streak, and then you unlock a new perk that you have pre-designated. That's kind of what I thought it was by reading the things.
4 to 6 perks.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing too. In the CDL restrictions, you get like the good perks are gone, kind of. Like you can do all those anti-UAV things, but here's the thing: is we're also running hardcore.
Right.
So those anti-UAVs don't even mean shit because there's no mini-map.
Right. True.
Right? So I feel like because we do the CDL and the hardcore, I think we actually cut out a lot of those perks use.
I gotta look it up and see. Yeah, you're right though. You're right though.
You know what I mean? I was looking at it last night and I was thinking, man, there's only a handful to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
And then of those, a certain portion of them are obsolete and hardcore.
Right.
I like the stuff like the EOD amped and battle hardened. Yeah, so I like that. The battle hardened, you resist the explosives. That's fucking crucial.
Yeah.
Boy, especially hardcore, like,
Oh shit. Yeah.
right? Like you have less health, so like those little pieces. And then there's the one where you reload rocket launchers faster. Like we don't have rocket launchers,
Right.
you know.
Amped is you start with the extra thing. I think. Tune up is a good.
Or no, is amped the sprint one? Where
No,
you
that's
can run
double
fast?
time. That's
Okay.
double time. That's double time.
And that may or may not be in there. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Overkill. Which one is it? Overkill.
Where you're able to hold two main guns and not have
No,
to
that's oh yeah. Is that?
where you can hold two big guns.
Amped swaps your weapon faster.
Oh, amp switch. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So you.
Right. So if you're doing the little sprint thing, like you throw the melee on, like the one dude on E-Money, he would run around. I was calling him Nightwing because he'd run around with the batons,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd just so he could sprint hella fast, and then he'd get where he wanted, and he'd fucking switch guns.
Right.
Switch to his gun. Switch to his gun.
Oh shit.
So that was interesting. I was calling him Nightwing. Astro Boy, that was his name. I'm telling you, man, I've seen all the game film. All the game film. I've seen it all.
He said that fool with stick was coming. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't get to play. I don't think I played him.
No, yeah, he was in our bracket.
Yeah, I didn't play him.
Yeah, we lost to them. In the but we went to 3. Lost at Search and Destroy, yo. But I was legit like 6-24 in one of the matches. And like I had a couple moments, you feel me? Like
Yo,
I came through clutch a couple times.
That grenade was stupid. I was like, yo! That was like right when I came in. 'Cause remember I was in IG?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm gonna go
then
to
you
Twitch.
jumped into
Yeah.
Twitch,
And
then
it
it
was
was-
like literally within a minute.
Dude,
If
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But like the 6-29, that's par for the course. And that, but YouTube's gonna come in clutch on this one. I can feel it. Just because you don't think about certain stuff. Like when we were playing Smite. Like when we play Smite no strategy, what's the difference between when you play Smite with strategy?
Right.
Yeah, like we actually win
Totally
games.
different.
Yeah.
But depending on the competition.
Yeah. It was the first round. I did all right in that first game, and the Search and Destroy and our first shit. What I decided, I went out there and died in the first one. I was like, oh yeah, no, I can't do this. I need to just kind of hang out, and like, if someone tries to creep up on us, I'll try to take them out, and like, my death will be a warning signal that somebody's there. So I would just follow someone and try to cover his back.
Man, it depends. I try to stick with the fucking. It depends on the objective mostly.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do. Yeah.
So if you watch Sheep at the Tip, if you watch their gameplay, they had strategy to the point where the one homie Grieve, I think he was on Sheep at the Tip.
No, yeah, I saw that.
Grieve, he just stuck at the objective.
Yeah, one of them. So one, I think this is them. One of them would, when it was something that like an objective, whoever was playing the Undertokers. E-Money, they had a dude stay on like the adjacent side. So if you're all concentrated on running to the objective, you're just running around this corner. You're not even paying attention to the fact that dude's right here and he just shoots you in the back. And he was just clapping fools like
Just as they ran around in Shootout or in Shipment. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all going for that objective.
They pick Shipment every time, which means they had a plan.
They have a
plan.
I
That's what
watched
it is. Yeah.
I was watching that like, yo, we need to get that dude on the other side. They keep shooting everybody in the back.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get to him either because there was another dude that was just running around, I think with a gold gun.
Gold gun. That's why I was doing in Hardpoint. I was flipping their spawn, going to the next hard point like 10 seconds before. Yeah. Yo, they who was doing that? Super consistent. It was just stupid to watch. I can't remember who it was, but every time the new hard point came up, the homies were already there. Like they were like the hard point would spawn and it was already obtained by the one
Oh
team.
yeah, that was Undertogers. She was playing Undertogers.
Okay, they were on it. They knew where the spawn was coming.
That's what
every
happened
time.
that second round. When they switched, they were already on it, and they had like 15 seconds by the time
they even got there.
And then dude did the back shit, and it just slaughtered that. It took him that round to figure it out.
Yeah,
it was a wrap.
Yeah.
I mean, he never overcame it.
Yeah, but then that next game they played though, in the big map, yo, their series was so dope.
I watched that one a lot. Like,
we'll be highlighting that
the
series
hardest,
for sure.
The
That
hardest.
shit was, that was good.
That was dope.
Yeah. I got them all memorized pretty much on all the maps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knows which one's coming next.
Oh, which one's coming? Oh, damn. Well, that comes to
That's fucking handy, yo.
Playing.
So that means this tournament shit, we kind of got to figure out how we're going to do it. Should we just pre-select the maps like we did that one time? And oh, wait. We're going to do double elimination on this tournament? Well, actually, I want to do double elimination because I want people to play more than just once.
Oh yeah, the two different brackets, the winners and losers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing that. That's how I thought.
I low key kind of think that we have the potential. We had 16 teams last time. We have the potential to fucking come out with like 20 teams or some shit. Even if we had 16 again.
Because some come, some go.
Yeah, well, we have like a dozen league teams.
Yeah, no, potentially.
Like we potentially start at 12.
Yeah.
And then sign up people from however we're signing people up.
And maybe the team that won the first one that watches every week wants to tune up real quick
and get in on
man, fuck it, let's tune up real quick.
Why not? Yeah. So
or maybe they want to come join the league for one series 3 weeks and you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's week to week for the most part, yo.
Yeah, you can. Well,
I am kind of so we're saying 2 no call no
sign.
shows and you lose your points though. I mean, if you're not interested in points, like the Bohicans aren't interested in points, they already made it.
Yeah.
So like they could come play a couple week leagues.
You can't sign up for the 3, right? Until.
Well, no, because we went week to week.
Well, you can, but you'd have to play on somebody else's team, right?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, you're right. You can start in a team week to week.
Yeah, like we had 2 teams that came week to week this time.
No,
but we have a no call week. So that, but we said 2 weeks of no call no show. Your team dissolves.
Yeah. Oh, it dissolves. Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't play or go on a new team or create a new team, but you're gonna lose your points.
That any points you had from no, you wouldn't have any points. You'd be at 0 points because you don't.
Well, what I'm saying is like, what if Boogaloo Krew? What if you just go missing for 2 weeks?
Oh, okay. So I see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you won't have. Then when you came back, you wouldn't have your points.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's a no call no show. So like, if you're like, hey, we can't play. We can't play again this week. That's different.
That's different.
Than just ghost.
Yeah, you just ghost us.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a wrap. We're just beating this shit down. We just talked about Call of Duty strategy, which I don't think is necessarily a bad discussion for this ESPOT.
No.
Not at all.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, man, mofo.
Yeah, no. Kai is on this shit pretty hardcore, which is
remember,
very appreciative.
There's always a spot for you on the Boogaloo. Come on through.
Come on through.
To the Boogaloo Crew.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. For sure. We out.
All right,
Kanna
man.
Krew. KGL popping.
The shirt.
Hey. Let me get this over here.